Guys, I'm going to give the disclaimer up front that this one is not going to be pleasant. And FYI, I don't enjoy or get off on making videos like this, especially about the franchise that I have been with and supported with every ounce of my being since 2016. What's going on, everybody? It's LtBuzzLitebeer, and I had such high hopes for last week's Division 2 update, but in reality, after playing for the better part of a week, that patch solved nothing. I'd appreciate you taking the time to smash that sub button and ring the bell to stay up to date on all the latest goings on with the channel. Guys, I've seen some questionable games over my years of gaming. Most recently, Battlefield 2042 comes to mind. And for anyone out there that owns this tragedy of a BF title on PC, you know that I'm not being over dramatic when I say that the game runs like total and complete ass. It's unoptimized, and from what I can tell, it's designed to have a performance cap that caters towards low-end PC rigs, which ends up making your top-shelf setups feel like they're running through a pit of roofing tar. But even with all of that, and I cannot state enough how poor that game runs, it at least does not crash, and that's something I cannot say for the Division 2. And let me explain why I'm so effing frustrated right now. And guys, you know me. If you've been following my channel for any length of time, you know I do not mix or parse words, and I wear my thoughts and feelings on my sleeve, so they're out there for all to see. I've come to the point of uninstalling the game on PC, and I'm just walking away from the Division 2 altogether. Not the OG game, because Div 1 runs like a dream, and I simply cannot break my dependence on their survival game mode. But the Division 2, how I interact with this broken POS, it's over. I have simply hit my limit with giving this game chances, and redos, and do-overs, and one more times. I never, or maybe I could count them on one hand, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 times since the Division 2 launched in 2019 have I actually crashed out of the game altogether. Now, deltas are something different, but I'm talking about you're playing and then pop. Either the game freezes or you're dropped back to the desktop. Now, that includes the launch, all the updates, Wony, you name it. At least for me on PC, this game has run rock solid. But ever since Season 9 went live, and by the way, I had to look it up, that was back on May the 12th. So let's count it up. 3 months. Not weeks, not days, not hours, not minutes. 3 effing months. I, plus a large portion of the PC community, has had to deal with a game that can't stay active and live while we're playing it. Console issues aside, and I hear there are still issues with previous gen and even current gen consoles, but I'm talking about PC here. 3 effing months. I can barely get into a round of anything before I either full lock up my PC or it will just drop me completely out of the game back to desktop and leave you scratching your head while you continue to attempt to play this game. And I want to transpose this time frame over to something like your refrigerator or even your car. Could you imagine if your car over the last 3 months was in and out of the shop? It won't start. It goes in. They keep it a couple days, call you to come pick it up. Yeah, everything's working fine. She's ready to come get. And then it runs okay for a few days and then it won't start again. You would be going effing ballistic on the dealership, because we as consumers, as customers, have certain expectations of how a purchased product should behave, what sort of reliability numbers it should achieve. And at this point, the Division 2 is hovering around 0% reliability. And it's not hard to see when, guys, because it all started May 12th, Season 9. I honestly don't know what was done. I'm not a programmer, but whatever banana code was installed into the game that day has forever destroyed the experience for me and so many others on PC. And I saw that message from Morton over on Twitter, and I'm paraphrasing it here, that the latest PC stability fix was addressed at the root cause of the issue, but may not fix the crashing for everyone. And you know what? You know what that says to me? And I don't feel I'm in the wrong here, because I have been boots on the ground experiencing the crashes both before and after this so-called stability fix, but again, you know what it says to me? It says, we have no idea in hell what to do, so we're just going to try this and maybe it's going to work. On Friday's pre-recorded broadcast, the team unveiled this new bug reporting page to help with known concerns and to report new ones. Well, whatever other concerns are listed on the board need to be erased. And making the game run stable and to consumer expectations needs to be 0.1 critical effing status, because this crap right here is unacceptable. Looking over these future plans, ETF Foxtrot now taking applications, Season 10 coming, Season 11, new game modes. You know what? No offense to any of that, but what in the hell does it matter if you can't play the game? How am I or any other players out there experiencing this mess supposed to even finish up our current content? Golden bullet? My ass. If I can't even keep the game running. I missed most of the last Vanity event because the game simply wouldn't run long enough for me to try to accumulate the caches. And here we are with a carbon copy replay. And with these crashes, the game forces me to choose what content to play, and it really restricts me. I'm not going to play another raid for fear of letting down my squad mates when my game crashes out on Razorback or Morozova and her armored train. And my hardcore agent? Pff, screw that. That's like juggling a 6-pack of dynamite. And we all know how the Dark Zone and PvP behaves on PC, with hackers wall-banging players without consequence or fear of ever getting banned. So the game comes down to me logging on and playing through missions solo because I prefer to play the game alone, with the only real downside is that when I crash, which I now fully expect to happen each and every time I log on, but again, when I crash, I don't get a respawn point. Countdown is sometimes short enough that I can make a full run and extract with my loot in the XP. Other times, like this video, even Countdown, which is designed to be short and combat intensive, is enough to crash my game. After taking the time to scribble down my thoughts for this video, of which, by the way, I started getting so heated that I had to step away for a bit, I've come to the realization that I will not continue to touch the boiling pot and wonder why my fingers are constantly getting burned. It's on me. I've become too attached, and that's gonna stop today. And you know, this hurts. I want the franchise to succeed. I want the game to be populated and enjoyed, but this shit needs to stop. It needs to be fixed and fixed properly. Not whatever band-aid the stability team seems to have thrown against the wall in the hopes it would stick. And I've tried to help. I've asked for details as to what was done, but instead of answers and specifics, I've received deflections and riddles. Whatever. This one's gone on long enough. Leave me your feedback in the comments section below. I'm out. I'd appreciate your continued support, so smash that sub button and ring the bell. I'll continue to follow the updates for the franchise. Until the next one, this is LtBuzzLitebeer, signing off.